for Buhari, it's simple. Since he has passed away, we will meet on the day of judgment. I could remember when I was shot, one of his ministers phoned me, and I said this, when I was shot, I was in blood, all right? One of his ministers shot me, he phoned me, and I spoke to him. I said, now I am waiting for my blood to drain so that I will pass. So my greetings to General Buhari. Tell him I am greeting, so that I hope they will do their government well. We will meet on the day of judgment. So judgment day will come, no problem. For Buhari, maybe he has started singing, but we will meet. So that one is over. Where the question of Buhari is over. All right, we will meet on the day of judgment. But this government, at least they knew something wrong has been done. They ought to address it. We don't have to demand. They ought to address it. Furthermore, I've told you that they even made promise, even though secretly, not openly. They made promise to us that when they come into power, they will address the issue. But the answer we had from them is silence.
Any further question?
I remember, I think 2 or 3 years ago, there was similar conference in which I participated via Skype. I gave a speech of about 10 minutes about human rights, with emphasis on the human right, on, particularly as it affected us. In any case, I know for sure that those deliberations, touch on different aspects of human rights, of which I will only touch perhaps part of what was touched, or some areas which has not been touched. A human right, as we know it, even from a religious point of view, there was a book written by, it was a speech made by one of our imams, Imam Zainul Abidin, in which he wrote 51 rights, which includes the right of Almighty Allah upon his creation, the right of creation in relation to others, like human being to other human being, and even human being to animals, and even human to environment, giving each right its own right. So human rights is known to us long before commissions of human rights or human rights declaration were made some years back. 1,000 years earlier, we have an idea of human right. We are creation of God, and each one of us has a right to life, which cannot be taken away from him unless he takes somebody's own life. He has the right also to his own faith. He has been given what we say, free will to choose. God Almighty does not impose any faith on you. He wants you to believe in him and to serve him, but it's up to you. Even if you have if you so wish, you can even reject him, you can even deny him. It's up to you. But there is day of judgment in which you will be judged upon all what you do. Also, this right of free will can never be taken away from you. You have the right of choice. Now, also, this is, as you know, it has been enshrined in all constitutions of the free world, including the constitutions of Nigeria, which has given right of speech, right of association, right of that. But all the same, what we notice practically is that all the time those in authority think that they have every right to do anything they so wish, and no one should question them, and therefore they break all those rights. They deny people their own right, and they don't care. See what is happening now. The right to association and free speech has been denied. You dare not to tell the truth if it is against those in authority. They will now say you have violated right either of association, or you're making a hate speech or something of that sort. Or they might find films being accused and accuse you of one one crime or another which you do not commit, but your crime is you have spoken freely. You have told them what they don't want to hear. Also, similarly, they deny people the right to come out and show their own ideas. What is called to demonstrate their own ideas in the open. They always those in the what I said. What I would say this security apparatus or law enforcement agents. They always arrest people and arraign them before court with accusing them of breaching a law which was made by the colonialists, which is no longer a law now. And they say this what we call a lawful assembly. A lawful assembly was there in colonial times. The Nigerian Constitution, which give people right to association, has cancelled that so-called illegal a lawful assembly. That's something like a lawful assembly. Unless you going after the assembly, you have violated certain right of other people. But you have freedom to demonstrate, to associate, and do according to the Constitution and according to the conscience of people also. And you see this right, when you come to our side, you can see that this are set aside to show solidarity with the Palestinian people. It's called Quds Day, International Quds Day. It's marked every last Friday of Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. This is observed all over the world, including the city of Jerusalem, Quds itself. And it's surprisingly, it goes peacefully there. And this is observed also in major cities of the West, Paris, London, and also in the Americas, in the US, in Washington and New York, and Latin America in particular, which some presidents even participated in it. This has been observed for the last 46 years, every last day of the Ramadan. But here in Nigeria, whenever we participate on this demonstration, they open fire on us. I could remember there was we have an NGO associations supporting Palestinian cause, in which they included among those who participate in it, there are Jews, Christians, and even communists, and even those free thinkers, and we the Muslims. We all combine. One thing make us together is that we support Palestine. We support Palestinian rights. So each person was given a sort of report of what happened. And in my own speech, that was year 1999, I said that after the demonstration, the police opened fire in Kano city and they killed 6 people among the demonstrators. And everybody was looking at me like, how can you kill somebody because he demonstrated? And I feel ashamed. And in the end of the day, I said, look, that was Nigeria. In Nigeria, that's what they respond. Whenever there is they don't like, they simply open fire. But everybody was surprised, including those from South Africa, from African countries. So surprised. How can you open fire on people simply because they are demonstrating, supporting the Palestinian cause? And 4 years ago, they killed somebody in the same day in Kaduna, and they said they searched throughout the world. There was this about over 770 cities which were this could say was observed, but there was only one person that was killed in the whole world. That was in Kaduna. This year in Abuja, the same Kudus Day, they opened fire and killed 27 people instantly. And those who killed them were from the this brigade of guard, those guarding the president. The fire after the demonstration was over, they opened fire on the people and killed 27 people. 6 of them were able to pick their bodies, and we conducted a funeral, prayer and other things upon them. But up till now, they refuse to give us the bodies of the remaining 21. They are holding it. It is now, how many months now? About 6 months, is it? Shawwal, Dhul-Qa'dah, Dhul-Hijjah, Al-Muharram, Safar. It's 9 months now, and they are keeping our people up to up to 173 men and 12 female. You know, they kept them in prison. The female were kept in Suleja prison, and the males were kept in Kuje prison. And recently, the court exonerated them because of murder. Normally, when the police take you to court, they will accuse you of a crime that you cannot be given bail. They say they are charging them of murder. They say they have murdered one soldier. Then later on, they said the soldier must have been shot by one of the soldiers themselves. But they are exonerated of murder. But now they are still holding them in prison. You see, this I don't know why I'm bringing this is because it is a shameful thing to see that in Nigeria the response for a demonstration to show solidarity with some people is that you open fire on them. Open fire. What is this? And then, similarly, all demonstrations, not only ours, they just respond with fire, and that is all. I cannot take much of your time, in telling what has happened. This incident of 10th of December, marking the Human Rights Day, is near to the time when we remember the Zaria Massacre. The Zaria Massacre took place from 12 December to 15 December. For 3 days consecutively, they were murdering people. They murdered over 1,000 people, men, women, and children, including pregnant women. And this was they murdered, including students of. Because particularly in my residence, I was close to 2 campuses of main institutions: the Congo campus of the Ahmadu Bello University, which houses the Institute of Administration, and the Federal College of Education. I was in between these 2 institutions, and the quarters I was living, there were so many students of these 2 institutions. Of different pace, they don't care. They were just killing people, including tailors who have shops on the road. They murdered anybody they saw for 3 consecutive days. All right, and this year we will remember the Zaria Massacre 10th anniversary, which will be coming up the day after tomorrow on Friday. Starting from 12 to 15 of this month. We will make it with display, with pictures, motion pictures and still pictures. And if you are interested, you can come and see. You can see how they encircle people, how they were, killing at will. And up till today, nobody said anything about it, as if nothing has happened. They don't even consider it as anything has happened. In fact, those who came in to reconcile, like there was one ambassador of Norway who has been going around. When he was there, he came here. Even so, came and had contact with us when we were in detention. Now he is retired back to Norway. He has written a letter to them after I was released. He said it's a good development, but that was not the end of the issue. The government has to address the matter and think and compensate those who have been wronged in that incident. But you can't do something like that and just simply keep quiet and nothing happen. No apology, nothing. They don't even, sometimes they even deny they have done it. So, gentlemen, I wouldn't take much of your time. I will give you a chance to ask questions. Whoever is asking questions, he will. These days, he appears to have been silent, isn't it? Silent for some days now, but let's say it's actually sort of what we will say. Is it funny thing for someone like that to talk about human rights? when in his own time he open speeches. You remember when he said that those observers of the election will be taken back on body bags, threatening to kill the observers if they do not favor them in there. Of course, there was no need for him to kill them and send them in body bags because they favored them. They were declared winners of the election, even though people doubt that their victory. All the same, that is it. I'm seeing it as you see it in the media. No relationship whatsoever.
We have daily trust here. Any other person that wants to answer?
It is not possible. This is an ideology. It's spreading. We are speaking. We are writing, and you want to shoot. What we say and what we write goes to the minds of the people, and they accept it. And you don't want it. All right. Your response is not for you to come with gun and shoot. You cannot shoot an idea. You only, make the idea to be known rather than you destroy it. And the Zaria Massacre made our call known to the whole world. Remember, in all continents of the world, there were demonstrations demanding our release. They knew what happened. You remember in India, it went to the extent that the Prime Minister of India was saying that why don't you release that El-Zakzaky? In which province is he? He saw that I was in India, because they said in one day there were demonstrations in India in 54 different cities in a day. And they continued to make demonstrations. So they saw that he saw that it was in the El-Zakzaky. He lives in India, in one of the provinces, not knowing that it's far away in West Africa. Similarly, there was concern shown and demonstrations all over those continents, Asia, including Oceania. I've seen a picture of people in Austria, while it was extremely cold, but they gathered in the snow and they are talking about us. So it is the Zaria Massacre showed that you cannot destroy an idea with gun. It's not possible. Hopefully, if those people didn't care, the last administration didn't care, the coming administration ought to know that you cannot destroy an idea with gun. So they have to change tactics. And we have reached a point that you should know that we are power to be reckoned with. In terms of number, even if you hate us, you know that we are millions. In terms of commitment, we have shown that guns cannot frighten us, because we have faced it. Pictures show when people bare hand, approach those who are fighting and who are shooting them. So you cannot frighten us with gun. No longer can you do anything without the gun. So they should have to change tactics. They can speak with us. We are speaking. It's possible. The door is open. All right. So, but it's up to them. If they want to continue the last, what the last administration did, as I was telling you about this Quds Day massacre also here in Abuja. We don't know why.
So are you implying you are open for dialogue?
Why not? They know more than you, because they have come here several times. So they know this talk is possible, but actually it's another thing. Okay. Normally we gather in different halls in Abuja. Sometimes when we go to make appointment with some halls, or what do they call event centers, they say they have been given written order that they should not give us, and they threaten those who give us. But all the same, we still gather. And tomorrow, by the grace of God, there will be a gathering we call it International Women's Day, and the day of the birthday of the Lady Fatima. It will come up tomorrow, and day after we will remember the Zaria Massacre, and we will gather. They will see us, they will hear us. And this time of social media, if it were before, they will deny us access to government television. But now with the social media, everybody is on television. So whether they like it or not, they will see, they will hear also. And it is idea we are expressing, you know. I use the word economic, especially we are selling ideas and people are buying. All right, if you have an idea contrary to ours, also you come to the same market and sell it and let people, if they like, they can buy. If they don't buy, but you cannot say we cannot sell ours. You will kill us if we sell ours. Well, you will sell yours. That can never be away for you. In short, what I'm saying is that we continue what we are doing. We will continue doing what we are doing.
Is there one follow-up question or new question?